What is going on, everybody? It is Sly back here for another video on the 5-9 Gaming channel. I am not alone today. I am joined by Little Bobby.
Hey.
And I'm also joined by newcomer Ace.
Yo, what up, guys? Back again.
Yeah. Alright, so we are actually going to be discussing this new article that came out on Deadline for Pedro Pascal, who plays the Mandalorian. He was Max Lord in Wonder Woman. He was also in Kingsman. He's been in a lot of stuff. Mm-hmm. And he has been set to play Joel from The Last of Us in a movie, or is it a TV series? I believe it's a TV series.
It's a TV series for HBO.
HBO.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So, this news came out literally about 25 minutes ago, actually. It's very recent.
Yeah. Fresh.
So, pretty much, Pedro Pascal will be casting, or will be casted as Joel, who is the main character for the first game of Last of Us.
A critically acclaimed game that we just heard that Alec hasn't played. It's kind of crazy.
I haven't played through all of it, but I did enjoy it from what I have played.
Yeah, it's great storytelling. It's a great story-driven game by Naughty Dog. I think it's really cool what they did with modern civilization being destroyed. Joel is the perfect representation of the game to me, like what his face tells you. The face tells you a story. I love the model for Joel, and I think Pedro has this rugged look as well that I think could go in. It could sync. They could be in sync. Pedro being Joe in The Last of Us. I think I like it.
Yeah, I definitely like. I like that choice of Pedro Pascal for Joel. One of the big things about The Last of Us is the relationship between Joel and Ellie, who, if you haven't played the game, is a young girl that he helps to kind of get across the U.S. for reasons. Don't want to spoil. If you haven't played it, go play it. But the relationship that they form along their journey and how protective of her he is and he becomes over the course of the game is kind of very similar to his role with Baby Yoda Grogu, right, in The Mandalorian. I think that's really cool.
Yeah. So it's like he already has experience playing a fatherly role, because also in Wonder Woman 1984 he also does have a son.
Yeah. His like super exotic, quirky Maxwell Lord that not everyone loved, but hey, that's another story.
Yeah, that's a story for another day. But he does have experience in roles as a fatherly figure. So him casting for this role, other than looks and what he can bring to the table, he has past experience playing that kind of role.
And hey, if Joel ever gets to use a lasso, he also has experiences with that in Kingsman.
That's true. That's actually true.
Yeah,
but guns and stuff, cowboy stuff, it's possible, because in the second Kingsman movie he has a lot of experience for that.
I like it, dude. It makes sense. This casting makes sense. I love it.
Yeah, one of the coolest things I think is earlier today, I believe it was confirmed that Bella Ramsey from Game of Thrones,
yes,
funny enough, his Game of Thrones co-star, although I don't think they were ever in a scene together, she was confirmed to be Ellie.
Yes, she is. That's actually in this headline too.
Yeah, so I think it's really cool that we're going to see some Game of Thrones alum on another HBO series working together, and two of the best actors, in my opinion, on that show, who they met their end a little too soon, as was Game of Thrones tradition.
Yeah. So
I haven't seen Game of Thrones, so
me
sorry,
neither.
I did not mean to cut you off.
That's okay. I mean, either I saw 2 seasons of Game of Thrones and it just stopped. I was just gonna say that the executive producer is the same one. So the Game of Thrones exec producer will be producing this one as well. So it's kind of cool that they connected there, as well as Naughty Dog. The president is also going to be involved, which is cool.
Yeah, and as far as the heaviness of the subject matter of The Last of Us, it's probably one of the most, like, one of the stories that will beat you down emotionally. It's a very emotional story when you look at the whole thing. I think having that same kind of team work behind the camera to bring out that emotionality in the actors is going to be really, really cool to see, and see what they can bring out of these two actors playing these very iconic video game roles that people, you know, in the last 10 years have grown to absolutely love.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it does say here, like at the very bottom of the article, Druckmann and Mazin write and executive produce. Caroline Strauss, who did Game of Thrones and Chernobyl, will also executive produce along with Naughty Dog president Evan Wells, alongside Assad Quizilbash, I'm sorry if I mispronounced that, and Carter Swan of PlayStation Productions.
Yeah,
so
good names. Good names
yeah.
attached. Not everyone and not anyone can act this part out. I think Joe is the biggest emotional character in the game. At least that's how I see it. He's the biggest name in the video game to me, and I think that Pedro Pascal has those chops. I mean, Wonder Woman 84 was not one of the best representations of that acting, although he can do the crazy really well. So when Lord goes crazy, Pedro just knocks it off, dude. He is amazing at that type of acting, and I think Joe is gonna be really grounded, rugged, emotional guy, and I think Pedro can do it. So it was a good choice.
For sure, 100%. I can see that. I didn't play Last of Us 2, but from what I've seen from it, I can definitely tell that it is definitely Joel. Like, even from 1 and 2, that he is the most emotional character that people will relate to. More than anyone else.
Yeah.
So for someone like
he's
Pedro,
a very grounded character.
Yeah. So for someone like Pedro who can play that role really well, then he's a good fit for Joel.
Agree.
Yeah, I think so too. And I think one of the good things when we talk about bringing that emotion out is like you can see how much emotion, if you watch The Mandalorian, how much emotion Pedro Pascal can bring out of like a person with no face. Like when you watch him in The Mandalorian, you don't see his face for 95% of the series, but you can read into through his body language what he's feeling and thinking. Which is, I mean, if you can convey that without the ability to show your face to the camera and the audience, I mean, imagine what this guy's going to be able to do with a character just as amazing as the character of Joel from The Last of Us.
Yeah. That's the thing for like a lot of like other stuff. Like if you can like quote unquote master or like figure out like how to convey something or learn how to do something really well with, I guess, handicaps, I guess you could say. So like if you can do something like, show an emotion like without like your face or like much to the camera and you just convey it through body language, imagine how much you would be able to convey with face like all in the camera and figuring out from there of like how to like appeal to the audience in an emotional way.
Yeah, dude. I am excited. I want to see a first look. I want to see a little teaser of Pedro as Joel. That would be pretty cool, just to see how they set him up and how they, the costume. I don't want to call it a costume, but like the wardrobe stuff. I want to see him looking like Joel as well. I'm excited. I like it.
Same.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Me neither. All right. Well, that should pretty much be it because, it just came out, so we don't have much information to go on. But, as more news comes out, like if a trailer hits or anything, we will be here to go over it and review it. So that is going to be it for the video. Do you guys have any, like, last-minute things you want to add?
Bob?
I'm excited to see Neil Druckmann attached to this personally. I know a lot of people gave him a lot of a lot of the business, let's say, put it nicely, over The Last of Us 2, and that story was pretty divisive, but he's also the guy who made Last of Us 1, so you gotta respect the guy for what he's able to do with these characters.
Yeah. Ace, anything?
No, I'm just excited. I like the casting. I like the names behind it. Good names behind the production. I think it's gonna be a good one, even though I wasn't like the biggest fan of The Last of Us 2. I do think having Neil there, it's a good idea, just to supervise stuff, maybe not put so much of his opinions in it, but I do think it's a good idea, so I like it.
Yeah. All right, so that is going to be it from Sly, Ace, and Bobby on 5-9 for Pedro Pascal being cast as Joel in a series on HBO for The Last of Us. Thank you all so much for watching. If you did enjoy, please remember to like the video. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications to stay up to date with all things 5-9. Without further ado, I'm Sly, here for Ace and Bobby and everyone else. Signing off for the video. Have a wonderful day, and we'll talk to you all in the next one.
Peace.
Bye, guys.